What you're about to see will make you question whether nature is real or pure magic. From skies that set themselves on fire to oceans that breathe like living creatures, these are 70 of the most unbelievable nature moments ever caught on camera. Watch closely, because some of these happen only once in a lifetime. February 12, 2025, deep in the remote mountains of Hokkaido, Japan, a colossal wall of snow breaks free, tumbling down in a deafening roar. The valley below transforms into a raging white river of ice in seconds. Raw, unstoppable power. In Queensland, a fisherman's drone captures thousands of giant manta rays gliding in perfect formation, their shimmering bodies pulsing like the heartbeat of the ocean. At Matanuska Glacier, a chunk of ice the size of a building cracks and crashes into frigid waters, sending waves surging toward the frozen shore. The sound, like the sky itself is splitting apart. A lone wildebeest leaps into the Serengeti River, but a crocodile erupts from the depths. Water churns violently as predator and prey collide. Volcanic vents breathe steam into freezing winter air, creating glowing halos over black lava fields. Fire and ice in one frame. Divers watch in awe as a swirling column of fish forms a living vortex beneath turquoise waves. The ocean, alive and breathing. A gale-force windstorm sweeps across the plains, blotting out the horizon. Day turns to night in minutes. A helmet camera captures the exact moment a glacier shears off and crashes down a mountainside in an explosion of ice. At a South African watering hole, a bull elephant charges into a pride of lions, scattering them like startled cats. January 2023, in the Philippine Islands, the night sky ignites in waves of neon green, purple, and gold, mirrored perfectly in black Arctic waters. Rare conditions will make foreskin fall on molten lava, a golden cascade and sheer red cliffs. A whale shark the size of a must glide silently past the diver, surrounded by shimmering schools of fish. The Atacama Desert bursts into color after rare rains, a once-in-a-decade sea of flowers. A massive glacier calves into the ocean, birthing towering icebergs in a thunderous collapse. The Gobi Desert vanishes in a storm of gold and brown as winds scream across the horizon. Kilauea's molten lava cascades into the Pacific, hissing violently as fire meets water. In the Masai Mara, a cheetah leaps onto a safari vehicle, staring directly into the camera lens. Rain transforms sheer cliffs into hundreds of waterfalls cascading into the sea. The largest animal ever to live surfaces beside a boat, dwarfing everything around it. April 2024, explorers enter the crystal blue chambers of Vatnajökull Glacier. Sunlight streams through frozen walls like stained glass, every step echoing in the silent ice. In Madagascar, ancient baobab trees stand like guardians of the savanna, their thick trunks storing lifetimes of water. At sunset, they cast shadows that seem to stretch forever. After rare rain, the Bonneville Salt Flats become a perfect view. Cars seem to float in the clouds, sky above and below. Balancing high above the waves, fishermen cast lines from wooden stilts, a centuries-old art that still survives. On Lake Abraham, ghostly white methane bubbles are trapped beneath crystal-clear ice, beautiful and dangerously flammable. A herd crosses the Okavango Delta, trunks raised like snorkels, calves protected between towering adults. A rare lenticular cloud hovers over Japan's iconic peak, so perfectly shaped it looks like a flying saucer. A condor spreads 10-foot wings and circles high above Peru's mountains, riding invisible currents with effortless grace. At minus 35 degrees Celsius, boiling water thrown into the air instantly crystallizes into a sparkling cloud. Villagers paddle through glowing waters at night, every movement leaving a trail of blue light beneath their boats. January 2025, the Skeleton Coast roars as waves smash into rusted wrecks buried in the sand, slowly reclaiming them to the sea. At Brooks Falls, a brown bear catches a salmon mid-leap, jaws snapping shut in a splash of white water. Mount Bromo erupts, sending ash high into the sky as lightning flashes inside the plume, a volcanic thunderstorm. The Quilin Mountains vanish beneath rolling fog, peaks rising like islands above a white sea. Mount Bromo erupts, sending ash high into the sky as lightning flashes inside the plume, a volcanic thunderstorm. A one-horned rhinoceros charges through floodwaters in Kaziranga National Park, parting the water like a living tank. In Sognefjord, the mountains reflect so perfectly in still water that the horizon disappears entirely. An osprey dives at breathtaking speed, breaking the water's surface to snatch a wriggling fish in its talons. Hundreds of hot air balloons drift over ferry chimneys at sunrise, the sky painted in soft pastels. Thousands of zebras and wildebeest flow across the Ngorongoro crater floor like living rivers of stripes. April 2024, in Lauterbrunnen Valley, hundreds of waterfalls plunge from sheer cliffs, their mist catching sunlight in rainbow arcs. In the Pantno, a jaguar dives into the water and emerges with a thrashing caiman in its jaws, sheer predator power. A sudden downpour sends torrents of muddy water rushing through bone-dry canyons. A massive iceberg drifts past a fishing village, towering over rooftops like a frozen skyscraper. A pod of dolphins leaps in perfect synchrony beside a speeding boat, water sparkling off their sleek backs. The Zambezi River's force creates a permanent cloud of mist, feeding lush rainforests below year-round. A rare circumhorizontal arc blazes across the horizon, its colors ignited by high-altitude ice crystals. At Perito Moreno Glacier, a massive ice arch crashes into the water, sending waves rippling across the lake. A 100-year-old tortoise ambles across a dirt path, unbothered by the silent crowd watching. On Senja Island, the northern lights swirl above while their reflection shimmers on a frozen fjord below. August 2024, morning fog drifts between emerald green rice paddies, each level glowing under the first golden light of day. force onto black volcanic sand. A bald eagle folds its wings and plunges into a lake, emerging seconds later with a glistening salmon. The Salar-Uyuni salt flats transform into the world's largest mirror after heavy rain, erasing the horizon. Parrotfish swirl around coral in the Great Barrier Reef, their colors flashing like gemstones. Prayer flags snap in icy winds as whiteout conditions swallow the mountains whole. Sunlight pierces fog-draped leaves, illuminating a hovering underground flag. Water thunders into a canyon, mist rising in shimmering towers above the golden falls. A humpback whale launches its massive body completely out of the water before crashing back in a shower of foam. The night sky over Tromsø explodes with spirals of neon light, racing faster than the eye can follow. Divers swim between two tectonic plates in water, so clear it feels like floating in glass. At Cape Point, the Atlantic and Indian Oceans crash together, waves pounding against black cliffs. The Matterhorn glows pink at sunrise, jagged and sharp against a perfect blue sky. Us lift lake water into swirling rainbows before they vanish into thin air. Cherry blossoms fall like snow over a calm river, carpeting the water in pink and white. A herd stretches for miles, thousands moving as one towards summer grazing grounds. Limestone cliffs rise from Ha Long Bay, their jungle-covered slopes hidden in mist. Hawaii's rugged coast glows in the setting sun, sheer walls plunging into turquoise water. From fire in the sky to ice beneath our feet, our planet never stops creating moments that seem impossible until you see them. Which one took your breath away the most? Tell us in the comments. Hit that like button if you love nature, and subscribe so you don't miss our next journey into the wild wonders of our world.